Hey world, this being want to come back to another video. Up early, of course, taking the morning stroll out in here. You look at the title. The title says, "When in Pride Month take precedent over Black History Month." Interesting. And I'm probably, if you've been watching television, or just even if you're there on social media, how inundated you've been with all of this Pride Month rhetoric. I'm gonna be honest with your family. I didn't even know what Pride Month was. Because when I was younger, it used to be Gay Pride. Now, why did they take the gay off of it? What's that about? Okay? I mean, Gay Pride Month, longer than Black History Month. And it's so interesting that there's been this commemoration about an incident that happened 50 years ago in New York, I think. It was at a gay bar. And like I said, they used to have these gay bars back in the 60s and the 70s where they would go and dress in drag and, do their thing. And apparently one night at the place called Stone Hall, I think Stone Hall Hill, it's a location, and it's a bar area in New York where police officers went to the location, and apparently, because I didn't see anything about deaths, but that homosexuals and gays were being beat up by the cops. This was 50 years ago, and that's why this whole month was, Pride Month. Now, why did they take the gay off of it? Because I remember, if you're my age or a little older or just a little younger, you remember it was gay pride. Now it's just pride. See, me, that's subliminal. That's an agenda. And that's kind of because what about the people that don't know what Pride Month is? Okay? And then you have people celebrating something. I'm telling you, it's an agenda. All right? Because I'm trying to understand when was the last time, family, had it been reported that cops are out here brutalizing and killing homosexuals. Can someone name me the last time that happened where a cop has targeted a homosexual person in drag and harassed them? Because I can tell you just recently where a cop killed a female, shot her like 5 times, an Afro-melanated woman here in H-Town. I don't remember that happening to any homosexuals or gays recently. And so, like I said, I'm not homophobic, but I'm like, I don't care. That's your prerogative. And to push this agenda on people, I think it's ridiculous. I mean, so to the point where you have presidential candidates speaking at pride events. Come on, let's just say gay events. Why are you guys not saying gay pride? Why is it just pride? Okay? And like I say, LGBTQ community, man, you got a lot of power. I mean, anytime that you can, condemn what the Pope says in the Vatican, because remember, the Vatican wants to not recognize in their school handbooks non-binary. They say it doesn't exist. They say it doesn't exist. And the LGBT community condemn, well, I don't know what that means, but you have to have a huge homosexual community that's in power, okay? Because I'm trying to understand where all of this, this notion comes from, where they getting, victimized and brutalized like Afro-melanated people have in the past. This is crazy. I mean, can anybody name me the last time, that a guy or a person was lynched because they was homosexual? All right, because if you're talking about brutality, 4,400 Afro-melanated people was lynched during the Jim Crow. 4,400. They were redlining where we couldn't live in certain areas, put us in the lowest, least resource given areas. It's not an accident that they call the areas where we live in the bottoms. Okay, the railroad tracks on the other side of the railroad tracks. Pretty much separated from everything else. That doesn't happen to homosexuals. And so the LGBTQ community, I feel you, but what is the What's the argument? Because I don't, like I say, when have you guys been brutalized like that? All right? And and I'm telling you, even in your own community, LGBTQ community, even in your own community, Afro-melanated women are killed more in your community. So even in the gay community, there's a disparity in the deaths and the harassments of Afro-melanated people. It's not about your sexual orientation. How is it that quote-unquote trans black women are killed more than trans white women? How that work? Okay? And so everyone that comes to this country receives, or if you just want to identify with a community, all these community takes precedent over us. POWs, baby. Get your money tight. All right? And remember, I'm not saying anything negative about it. I'm just talking about it because I just think it's something that's pretty interesting, being, a cat like myself and knowing the true history. And then during February, Black History Month, you don't get no mention of Garrett Morgan or, Benjamin Banneker, Lewis Latimer, all right? Madam C.J. Walker. I mean, it was a lot of, our importance to this nation has been so undervalued and minimized, it's ridiculous. Even when it comes to homosexuality, they kill trans black women more than they kill anybody else. So let's really look at what it's really about. Okay? They took the gay off of pride. Why? Okay? And who's to say that you guys can't be who you are? I mean, we don't care. At least I don't. That's your preference. All right? That's your preference. So I just think it's interesting, family, that you have, like I said, I did not know that the whole month of June was designated for Gay Pride Month. And, I'm trying to understand, like I said, as an Afro-melanated male, I'm trying to understand, I mean, when was the last time a gay person was lynched? I mean, the only thing that I've seen on the television about a form of discrimination would be 2 gay women that can't receive services because they have a baby and they identify themselves as a married couple, and 30 states in America don't recognize that. That sounds like a majority. All right? And it's just unfortunate that we have to have this discussion. I mean, if you can't see this agenda in plain sight, it's either you cognitively distant or you just haven't been watching. All right? And like I say, I'm not homophobic, but I do have tolerance to certain things. I mean, having 3 sons and, making sure that they're exposed to the things that they need to be exposed to make sure they develop properly, or it's kind of difficult when you have an agenda that's counterintuitive to how you're raising your sons. And it's really, it's wild. It's not accident. I mean, look on the television, man. You got RuPaul's Drag Queen. You got all these commercials about having HIV and taking medications where the medication will actually not show the HIV virus, even on blood tests. What? Okay? So it's just like, it's just interesting, family. So I just want to come back with a quick video. I just thought that was interesting. I didn't know when, actually I didn't even know it was called Pride Month. I always knew that it was Gay Pride. Now they done took the gay off of it and they put it on the mainstream like it's just regular mainstream. Okay? So, family, make sure you keep your, keep your mind tight. Okay? I mean, because with all of this, man, I mean, look at it. Politics, economics, society, all being affected by agendas being pushed on us, and if you're not careful, you can fall right into the trap. So make sure you stay tight, all right? Well, family, in the meantime, between time, may the Most High Society bring you joy. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and being with us out of 5,000.